Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take apart a Rubik's brand 3x3. So, first thing that you want to do is, so it depends, if you have a fresh, Rubik's brand that you just got, then this might be a little bit harder. This one's pretty broken in. I've used it a bunch, and so it's a little looser. Pieces are a little bit more, worn down a little bit, so yeah, and this is also for the newest version of 3x3 Rubik's Cubes, not the Rubik's Speed ones with GAN, just the normal ones. So this doesn't work for the old ones or the new old ones, just the newest with the tiles. So you want to kind of feel around for an edge like you do on a normal cube. And you kind of want to feel around for the loosest side. You want to try to get your finger under there and kind of pry it apart like this. And so you kind of want to feel around, because some are basically impossible, and some will come out like pretty easily. So kind of feel around, maybe like this one right here. No, it feels too tight. So I'll try to feel around, and I'll come back whenever I find the right side. Okay, so there. I got a piece out. Put that piece back in. I'll show you. So mine was the blue and yellow edge. Oh my gosh, this piece can't get in. Okay, I'll come back when this piece, I can figure out to get this piece back in. Okay, so I got the piece back in. So yeah, turn it 90 degrees, no, 45 degrees. Put your thumb underneath on the side, kind of pry it apart like this. Really try to get your thumb in there, and it'll wiggle out. So yeah, you also can see the mechanism, and you can just kind of keep prying pieces apart. If you haven't seen the inside of one of these, it's pretty interesting actually. Just so loud. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see the inside. It's this ball core, and also I do want to explain. I do want to show you this. Actually, just a second. I'll come back. I gotta go grab a cube. Okay, so here is my original 3x3, and yeah, the cap came off. I also want to show that Rubik's brains actually have screws and springs in them, and a washer. So you just have to get the cap off, which is basically impossible. If you've ever seen, let me try to grab an edge over here. If you look on the back, it's actually clipped in, and they're basically impossible to get the caps off. The only way to do that is dropping it, but I wouldn't suggest that. So there's basically no way to get the cap off. But yeah, I actually took this cube all the way apart. So the white side, the yellow side is actually super loose. And so it's super easy to get a piece out. That was so easy. Oh, and it's basically pretty much the same, just to put it back in. You just have to there. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, these are pretty interesting. If you don't know how the mechanism works, take a little edge. So it's like the old style of cube, but it has these little things off to the side, and those actually hook onto these little side panels. So in the cube, is like that. You can't pull it out, and so it makes it very hard to take apart. But yeah, you can just kind of see the mechanism actually isn't that bad. It's mainly just how tight the cube is and how the ridges work with these extra ridges around the centers that just make it feel really bumpy in these gaps right here. So that the cube, if you modify it, it can actually turn pretty well. Like this, that's what that is. Look, a full turn. That was a U1/2. Yeah, so you can get a U1.5 with that. So yeah, so to put it back together is basically the same. You just kind of find the parts, just a bunch of parts you can't see. That's all. So you can kind of just slip edges in. If you've never taken apart a cube before, it's basically that. The hardest part is just the last piece. So that's the hardest part. It's basically putting it back in, but in reverse. Put this edge in. Come on. Oh, come on. And then do this. You also can break your cube by taking it apart with the Rubik's brands. So I would try to be careful and cautious. If you do this, you might ruin your cube. I haven't broken a cube using this. I've taken it apart like Rubik's Transform probably maybe like 10 times. I haven't broke it. But it all depends on if you just try to find the loose side. And if it's like this, you can kind of just wiggle it around like that. Pretty easy to put back in. And yeah, it turns same as it did before. It turns the same way, and it's a pretty bad way. So I'll see you next time. Bye.